Hello, I'm Dr. Frances Steinberg. I'd like to talk to you about a strange habit that most parents and teachers have developed. For some reason, whenever they make requests or give directions to children and teens, they repeat themselves. Do either of these situations sound familiar? I want you to get back in your seat, Oliver. I'm talking to you. I need you in your seat now. Oliver, sit down. I don't want you running around the room. I want you sitting down and doing your work. Your seat, Oliver. Or, turn off the TV. It's time to go to bed. Rachel, turn off the television. It's bedtime. Young lady, you're not listening to me. The TV is to go off now. No, you can't watch another program. Rachel, turn off the TV and go to bed. It sounds quite unbelievable when you put it like this, but repetitive interchanges are more the norm than the exception, and they are fairly unique to adult-child interactions. You wouldn't hear your boss saying, "I want you at the meeting now. I want you at that meeting. Are you not listening? The meeting is now, and I want you there. Do you not understand? The meeting now." The problem with saying things over and over is that every time we repeat ourselves, we lose power. The more repetitions, the more control we squander. It's no wonder that young people provoke us into this sequence. What an easy way for them to get control over us. And it doesn't help to do the old counting to 3 routine. 1, 2, 2.5. All that teaches them is how to count. Because once they can count, they know exactly how much time they have before they need to listen and do what you want. And what fun they've had making you jump through all those hoops. If we're going to effectively manage behavior, we need to break this repetitive, counterproductive habit. And there's an effective, simple way to do it. The power of once operates from a single premise. Never repeat an instruction or a request. That's never, as in never. If you're sure the child or adolescent has heard and understood what you're saying or telling them to do not repeat yourself. Using the power of once, there are 3 possible things that can happen once you make a request or direction. The first thing that might occur is that they do what you want right away. You ask, they do. Isn't life wonderful? The second thing that can happen is that they don't do what you want, but they give you an acceptable reason why they can't comply immediately. Can I please wait 2 minutes before I get off the computer? That'll give me enough time to save my work. Or, is it possible to phone Harry before I do the dishes? He's leaving to go to football practice and I'll miss him if I wait. It's important to note, though, that you are the judge of whether the grounds for delay are acceptable, not them. There's no sense getting into a long debate over the merits of their case. They give their reason, and you make the decision. The third thing that can happen is that they ignore you or refuse to do what you've asked. If that occurs, and this is the hard part for most adults, you must enact a consequence. And the consequence must be something you can enforce without relying on their cooperation. If they didn't listen when you asked them to perform the first task, you don't want to depend on them to carry out your consequence, because if they refuse to follow your direction once again, you'll lose even more power. So don't tell them they have lost the right to use the computer. Remove the power cord or keyboard. The power of once is a fantastic way to stop the ridiculous merry-go-round of constant repetition. And with help and practice, you'll begin to have better balanced, productive interactions with the child or teen. If you'd like to know more about the power of once and get our short download on how to master the technique, go to our website, www.thepowerofonce.com.